So we're back. We've got the man TJ in again. On the last YouTube video we fit the inverter. We've got some sockets and stuff to go in today. It's hard racking done on the back. We've got some lights from beacons and light bars, so we've got the laser ones to go into the grill. This isn't on the road yet and we're going to cut this grill up. We've got some tinted strobes to go in. We've got the rear beacon to go on and work lights also, and a few other bits, but I'll show you through it throughout the video. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to grow it, as well as use TikTok, which is obviously DEC-SPEC also. This is the light order we made last week from Beacons and Light Bars. Use DEC-SPEC 5 on their website if you want a discount. Get these opened up. Under here we'll have a bigger size lap lunar, and then we've got 4 more over there. And I've just found these 2 other parcels as well. I was looking for the laser lights and the other ones, but they were just hidden away. We'll put the Beacons and Light Bars bestseller. Anyone who's into plant or into anything to do with lighting, you need to get one of these and have a look through. The popular Bowmans, and there's me. And they're on the top of the combo roof, as well as the Sprinter also. So these are some of the work lights for the back of it. These are insane. So the work light at the centre, and they've got the strobes at the sides and the tops. What a quality light. These come with the Deutsch 3-pin connector. The best connector in my opinion. All heat shrunk and waterproofed. Last parcel open. So I've got the last parcel opened. 5 core wire, 3 core wire and 2 core wire. Everybody asks where I get my consumables from, and I get a lot from Beacons and Light Bars. 0.20 mil squared. That's just for normal lights and stuff. If you're going to start powering bigger things and more work lights, you might have to jump up the size. Versi LED. It also comes with a relay. What this does, I'll show you. I'll open it up. You can get your Reversi love arts. So anyways, this goes behind your registration plate, and this is a big long strip LED, same as what I've got on the Sprinter. And that's a reverse light, and obviously that's why you've got the relay. So if it interferes with CAN bus systems, you wire that in. So we've got the Redtronic Infinity SP2. This has got the strobes on the top and the sides. This can be strobe in blue, white or amber. These are amazing, fully flexible. Obviously to mount to the front, and your number plate goes over the top of it. Nice and stealthy, so bright. I did make a video on my TikTok on my Sprinter with this on, so if you want to go and have a look, go to my TikTok, which is DEC-SPEC. Then to finish off, we're using the laser light kit, and we've got the integration kit for the MEN, and these are for the ST4 lights, but we do want to use the RR 750s Elites, and this is because we want an amber marker light, a position lamp, and then on high beam as well with the white light. The kit for the MEN only comes with white, doesn't come with the amber, so we're going to make this work together. Let's get started on this grill with the laser lamps. So this is the laser kit, the lights and the mounting brackets. Let's get this opened up. So we've got the cutting guides here. I've never done the laser lights, so it's a new one for all of us. So number 1 bracket. That makes it so simple that they actually clip in with that, the hook around the back. So when you put it on like that, how amazing is that? When your light goes in there, you cut, you can't actually make the mistake. Just to go by quality, by the way, the fitting into there, the super seal connector, the way that's made, unbelievable. So I've cut this side, and I'm just in the middle of cutting this side. It's very simple. The poor grill. And now get my templates off. I haven't fully screwed it in. It's got to push back. Well, that's how it's looking at the minute. Immense. So that's that side in. It's fitting perfect. You can push this side in or out. It's got a dowel in there. I'll show you on this side, like that, so if you thought they were pulled in too much, you can push it out. But yep, that's one side in. I'm only going to use the inner side one now and measure 255mm from the cut to the other side to fit that side. That's the laser grill lights in. They're absolutely perfect. We do need to mount this wiring harness now. T25 screw at this side of the grill, and this side it pulls straight forward. You've got plenty of room to get your wiring down there for your grill lights. and then we'll obviously run the harness up here. So this is the harness laid out. These two parts of the wires obviously plug into the lights we've just fitted, so let's plug these in. So that's the two lights connected up, just pushed together on the clip on here. I'm going to cable tie these behind the grille. The wiring I've put through the bottom of here next to the headlight, and we're coming out here with the harness. So with the grille back on, just pushes back up here, the two bolts like I said. We've got the harness. You have a fuse section here, which goes to the live to the battery, and then the negative side, which goes to the other negative pole on the battery. So I've mounted it to this spare. There's a spare fuse coming off here leading to nothing. It's obviously for a power takeoff. There's nothing wrong with going off a 200 amp fuse. It's fused in itself in the harness, so it's never going to pull through the 200 amp obviously. So let's close this box. This cover here comes off. You just pull up on it, and that's the jump point for the battery there. If you look down the back there, you can't really see, there's a 10mm there, that's an earth. I'm going to go up to an earth there. You can go at the battery at negative if you want, but you don't have to. Also at the back, I'll get a torch. So that's when we torch in there. You can see at the back there's a relay. We might as well mount to the same relay point. Or we could go to this box here, which looks like a glow plug relay. We could just go off one of the tabs at the side. Rather than mounting that big relay at the front here, I want people to pop the bonnet and go, bloody hell, it's not being touched, but it's got all these modifications. Obviously this is my wiring as well for the inverter if you watched the previous video. So it all looks factory. So if you have a look, I've mounted the relay to that screw which is holding the glow plug relay on, and we've earthed back to the point back there. Then we have the wiring coming off, and all we're left with now is this wire with the green and purple wire. We can get this cover back on to the jump start pole now, and then you can't tell we've been in here. So the two wires we're left with, green is side lights and the purple is to go onto high beam to make these come on. Also the green one on side lights, I'll bring up the amber position light at the bottom. So I've tested the wire into the back of the plug. I've got my probe there, and if you probe into the second pin from the top, which I just did, let's unplug it so I can show you easier. So the blue and white wire, which is pin 12 by the looks of it, so it's that blue and white one, the second one in, that is switched live, so you get a live constant of that when you switch the ignition on. When you turn the ignition off, you don't get a live. So that's what I'm going to wire that position lamps onto, not to a side light because it's got automatic headlights. So I'm just going to wire it to that, and then for the high beam we'll have to find the pin which is high beam. So to show how I got the high beam one, this is, when you're looking at the plug like this, it's the second one in from the bottom, which is pin 11 according to the plug. So we're in there, probed, we're using a tiny little probe, I can't stretch the terminal. This probe is smaller than a male terminal, so it's not going to gap it. We're at 0.69 volts, so it's dead. Headlights are on, that's main beam on, you can see the blue light on the dashboard. Come back to the multimeter, we should have 12 volts. Yes, we've got 12 volts because that's the signal wire feeding the headlight to put high beam on. So to the harness here, I've just stripped back some of the wire and put the green to the side lights and the purple to the high beam, and I'll just cover them up. I didn't want to split the wiring off with a brand new vehicle. So that's the harness, tape back up. I don't use proper harness tape, you can't tell I've even been in there. I use waterproof tape before that as well, so we'll have no issues. The relay's at the top there, and that's those lights on. I'll close the bonnet and we'll get a better look. No, that looks good. Then if we put high beam on, you can see from the other side of the shutter how bright they are. And that's them on there. So I'm going to move on now to the bonnet bra that we have. I'm going to peel this packaging off and I'm going to show you how to fit it. It's really simple. So you have these plastic bits which go underneath. They're bolted on by using these, and then basically like a red screw, you have a cap that goes over the top. And then when you put it on the bonnet, that slides under the bonnet and it clips it on, and that's all what keeps it in. So that's all them screws fitted, and you've got the brackets to the other side, so we'll get it fitted to see what it looks like. So I've had to put the bonnet You can see the clips just go on like this all the way around. The last bit to fit is these go between the bonnet and the bonnet bra, double-sided tape on, just to stop it rubbing on any of the paint, and that's how it looks like when they're fitted. So if you look, that's how I've set it, and it doesn't rub and push on the paint. So the next piece of the puzzle is these Team Hecko wind deflectors. So we'll get these opened up and I'll show how to fit these, if they come with any clips, or it might just be tape, but we'll see. So here's one out of the packet, double-sided tape, you just need to pull that off. These little clips here, which are in the packet, which come with it, you clip one on that side, one will push it in, and that should keep everything stable. You don't have to use these, they'll still stay in perfectly fine, but it's always best. That's one fitted in there without someone else to hold the camera, I can't really show it. Put the bottom in, put the top in, and in the centre. Really simple to do. We'll put the window up, make sure there's no obstructions, and if I leave it up I'll make the double-sided tape stick properly. And these are Team Hecko wind deflectors, so they're the best quality, it's all I use. So that's the bonnet bra and the wind deflectors. The laser lights done. We still need to do the Redtronic plate. I'm going to leave it for now, because we're leaving the beacon for now also. But what we will do is fit some work lights to the back of here, and we'll see what it looks like with a nice set of work lights on. I'll show you what we've got. Obviously we're using beacons and light bars to UK, and if you want to buy some lights, DEC-SPEC 5% off. These are what we're using. These are a work light with a strobe to the sides. Absolutely insane. Best made light that I've come across so far. And we'll have the Deutsch connectors obviously. So to the roof of the MEN, the reverse camera, the centre brake light. We're going to mount some lights here. We've got a grommet here to feed a wire through if we want to go through here. It's perfect for a beacon slot obviously. So I've marked the roof from the top to the sides and got where I want it. I'm going to use my centre pop here. And you get it dead on obviously. I'll drill the first hole here. So I'll fit some work lights. I haven't had them too far at the edge. You don't need to look really close down. If we're going to look straight down, we're going to use some scene lights on the back of here. So these are for more long distance. So this is them fitted. Both sides are done. Into the grommet through the back where I've put the wiring. It was really difficult to get the grommets that small and to keep the wiring that neat. I'll have a look at this side as well, which is exactly the same. The reason I put them in these positions as well, I'll show you from the other side, is so we can access the wiring no problem, and where they're bolted in from. The wiring on this side also. So that's them wired in. That's them on strobe there for the beacons. The MEN comes from factory if you've selected it as an option for the beacon button here. And we're going to have another button for the work lights, but I will show you them on. They're absolutely blinding, but that's the strobe and the work light working there. I don't know if you can see much on camera, but that is them on. And the wiring for them beacons is here, factory fitted. And I've just put two terminals onto that socket. I don't have the right socket, but just two normal super steel terminals, and that fits on there. We've got the spare here, which I'm obviously going to cover up, and it's not a spare, obviously it's the work light, but that will be running into an original switch when one turns up. We'll have one of the original ones from MBN. So the wiring comes from there, it comes down this channel, you can see it coming out of there. We've not used any cable ties, which is the hardest tape, brought it along with the original, hopefully so that you can't tell. It's behind this wood, and it comes out there, and then obviously it's into this back panel where you can't see any of it. That is it for now, until the next video.